Hello everybody, welcome. So we are in our fourth module and this is our eighth video of our fourth module. So we are studying about the kinematics of curvilinear motion. So in our last part, that is in the seventh video, we saw how to represent the velocity, acceleration and distance in terms of rectangular coordinates, polar coordinates and normal and tangential coordinates, and we saw a few problems on that. Today we are going to see problems on projectile motion. So projectile motion is an example for curvilinear motion. So in this class we are going to see some problems on projectile motion. So first problem, a particle is aimed at a target on a horizontal plane and falls 12 meters short when the angle of projection is 15 degree, while overshoots by 24 meter when the angle of projection is 45 degree. Find the angle of projection to hit the target. So listen. The particle is aimed at a target on a horizontal plane. So the plane is horizontal and falls 12 meters short when the angle of projection is 15 degree. That is when the particle is thrown from this point, when it is thrown at an angle of 15 degree projection, the range it has reached is 12 meter short. So we will take the range as r. So 12 meter short, it is r minus 12. Now overshoots by 24 meter when the angle of projection is 45 degree. So our aim is this point. Our requirement is we have to aim this point. So when we are projecting the particle, when we are throwing the particle with an angle of 15 degree, it is short by 12 meter, and when we throw the object at an angle of 45 degree, that is this, then 45 degree, then our particle reaches 24 meter away from our target point. So that is r plus 24. So when it is 15 degree, the particle reaches here. When it is thrown with an angle of 45 degree, our particle reaches here. Now find the angle of projection to hit the target. So this is our target, this point is our target. So we have to find this angle. With what angle? We have to find this angle. With what angle it has to be projected to hit the target. So now we know the range r is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. Now when the angle theta is 15 degree, our target is 12 meter less. Our range is 12 meter less. So r minus 12 is equal to u square sine 2 theta. Theta is 15 degree divided by g, that is equal to u square by 2g. Now when theta is equal to 45 degree, the range is r plus 24. So r plus 24 is equal to u square sine 45 degree by g, that is equal to u square by g, and the velocity is u. See, the angle of projection is different, but the velocity is the same. Velocity remains the same whatever be the angle. That is the condition given in the problem. So u is same. So everywhere the velocity is u, only the angle of projection is changing. Okay, now we will consider this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. So from 1 we know u square by g is equal to, cross multiply, we get 2r minus 24. From 2 we have u square by g is equal to r plus 24. So we are equating u square by g from equation 1 and 2, we get 2r minus 24 is equal to r plus 24. So now the only unknown in this equation is r. So we get r is equal to 48 meter. Now we know the equation for range r is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. So substitute the value for r is equal to 48 meter and u square by g is equal to r plus 24, that is 74. So substituting we get 48 is equal to 72 sine 2 theta. So theta is equal to 20.905 degrees. We will go for the next problem. A bird is sitting on the top of a tree 9 meter high. At what angle of elevation should a person standing at a distance of 30 meter from the tree project a stone with a velocity of 25 meter per second so as to hit the bird as soon as possible? So we will draw the diagram first. There is a tree 9 meter high and the bird is sitting on the top of a tree. A person is standing at a distance of 90 meter from the tree. He is hitting the bird with an object by a velocity of 25 meter per second. Your question is at what angle he should throw the stone so as to hit the bird. Now this can be resolved into horizontally and vertically by using the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. We will take the horizontal distance and vertical distance. So in x direction, velocity is equal to 25 cos theta and acceleration is equal to 0 in the horizontal direction. So by substituting in this equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, we get the horizontal distance is 30 meter. Horizontal distance is 30 meter. So 30 is equal to 25 cos theta into t and a is equal to 0. So this becomes 0. From this t is equal to 30 by 25 cos theta. Now we will consider the y distance. So in y direction, velocity is equal to 25 sine theta. Velocity component is equal to 25 sine theta and acceleration due to gravity is minus g, that is equal to minus 9.81 because your direction of motion is upward direction. So it is minus 9.81. Now substituting in equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, s is the distance, that is the vertical distance is 9 meter. Vertical velocity component is 25 sine theta into t plus half into minus 9.81 t square. Substitute the value of t from equation 1 in equation 2. So we get 9 is equal to 25 sine theta into, by substituting the value of t, that is 30 by 25 cos theta plus half into minus 9.81 into 30 by 25 cos theta square, we get two values for theta. That is, we get, resolve this equation, we get theta is equal to 74.553 degree and 32.146 degrees. Now substitute the value of theta in equation 1, we get when theta is equal to 74.553 degree, t is equal to 4.5054 second, and when theta is equal to 32.1468 degree, t is equal to 1.4173 seconds. That is, so our answer is, our question is so as to hit the bird as soon as possible. So what is the shortest duration? So the shortest duration is t is equal to 1.4173 seconds. So answer is theta is equal to 32.1468 degree because it takes less time as compared with the other angle of projection. We will see the next problem, problem 3. A ball is thrown from a point D with a horizontal velocity of 20 meter per second. If the point D is located at an elevation of 10 meter above the ground, determine the time for the ball to strike the ground at B and the horizontal distance. Listen, so a ball is thrown from the point D. From point D, with a horizontal velocity. There is only horizontal velocity, so vertical velocity will be equal to 0. So horizontal velocity is 20 meter per second. Our target point is B. The distance is Sx. So we are asked to find the distance Sx. And the vertical distance is given as 10 meter above the ground. So we will use equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. Taking the horizontal direction, the horizontal velocity is 20 meter per second and acceleration due to gravity is 0. So Sx is equal to 20t. Substituting in the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is the horizontal distance is 20, time is t and acceleration is 0, so this term becomes 0. Now we get t is equal to Sx by 20. Now we will take in the y direction. Uy is equal to 0 because it is thrown with a horizontal velocity, not an inclined velocity, a horizontal velocity. So horizontal component is 20 meter per second, vertical component is 0. And acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 because the motion, direction of motion is downwards. So it is plus 9.81. Now we will substitute in the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. The vertical distance is 10 meter. So 10 is equal to u is 0, so this term becomes 0, half gt square. So substitute the value of t in equation 2. We get Sx is equal to 28.5568 meter. Now substitute the value of x in equation 1. We get t is equal to 1.4278 seconds. That is, when you are throwing the object from D with a velocity, horizontal velocity of 20 meter per second, it will reach B. It will reach a distance of 28.5568 meter in 1.4278 seconds. Next problem. A football player attempts a 30 meter field goal. If he is able to impact a velocity of 30 meter per second to the ball, compute the minimum angle theta for which the ball will clear the crossbar of the goal at a height of 3 meter. So Sy is 3 meter, Sx is 30 meter, velocity is 30 meter per second. So we will resolve it into horizontal and vertical components. Take x direction and y direction, we will get. So solve this. This is for practice for you. So theta is will be equal to 15.47 degrees. Thank you. So 4 problems for today. We will see a few more problems in the on projection in the next class. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much. Hope you all understood, and if you have any doubts you can comment on this section or ask me. Thank you.